Thank you for tuning into the Walk in Truth Radio Network. Stay tuned for an encouraging word from Pastor, Teacher Dr. James Sutton. Let's see what Pastor Sutton has to say to us today.
Hello, this is Pastor Jay of Walk in Truth Radio Network with your encouraging word for today. Your Thursday's thought. You know, I had to be reminded of how faithful I've been in running the race that God has called me to. And sometimes right when you get near the goal of where you want to go and what God has called you to, you get kind of nervous. Have you ever felt that way? It's like you can see the end and you can't believe you're there. And then you start wondering, are you worthy enough to get what God has promised? Have you done all that it takes? And you begin to forget and question what God has promised you, not remembering, as I've always taught, and I need to listen to myself, how faithful have you been to the journey? How focused have you been on doing what God has called you to do in the midst of the chaos of the journey? The zigs and the zags, the ups and the downs, the times where you felt discouraged. Did you get back up and start running again? And as I began to think about that, and a friend reminded me how faithful I have been to run this journey and to bring others in to run the journey with me, that this monumental thing that's before me is nothing because God has prepared me for it. And I thought about that. I said, how many times have I preached that? But now I have to live it. And I have to trust God and that God has brought me this way, not to let me down, but to accept the challenge that's before me. So my encouragement is this Thursday's thought. What God has promised, what you have struggled with, what you have ran for is right before you. And it's right there. And I know it seems scary that now you're finally right at the point where you can grab the ring. Go ahead and grab it in faith. The same faith that brought you to this point, the same trust in God that helped you run the race, is the same God that now you're there. You're ready to win the prize and receive what God has promised to you because you've been faithful. This is Pastor Jay of Walk in Truth Radio Network. I always want you to be encouraged, blessed, and at peace. Remember to always walk in the truth of the Lord and trust God, not only with the vision, but with the provision, running the race, and now grabbing the prize that He promised. Like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.